Okay, good morning. Hello, this podcast is for my anatomy and physiology students to help prepare them for their muscle practical that is coming up in the near future. These podcasts are limited to 15 minutes, so I will start with muscles of facial expression. Muscles of facial expression. The images that you see within this PowerPoint are from our PowerPoint that we use in lab, and then you're also going to see photographs of Mini Muscle Man. And there's also going to be photographs of a little creepy man here that I'll refer to. Also, we'll have the leg and the arm photographs in later podcasts. All right, muscles of facial expression. Okay, here's our first muscle of facial expression, the buccinator. If you look at the black dotted lines right here, I'm able to do that with this Promethean active board screen that I have in my at my school. I have it on my personal laptop also. Anyway, I have outlined where the buccinator is. It's on the PowerPoint image and on the Mini Muscle Man. All right, what does it do? Compresses the cheek, as in whistling or sucking. If you were to say this differently instead of buccinator, and you were to say buccinator, like beautiful, okay, say beau, then you're putting your lips in that position. If you were sucking on a straw, like, okay, or you were whistling. Oh, I can't whistle. Mark, whistle! Okay, he's too far away. All right, anyway, we'll come back. We'll get a good whistle later. Did I cover everything? Yes, I did. Okay. All right, here we have epicranius, our frontal belly. You may see it as that. Also frontalis. And it's another muscle of facial expression. The epicranius is all of this area, okay, from here to here. And we're going to have a frontalis, and we're going to have an occipitalis, and then we're going to have this sheet tendon in the middle we'll talk just a moment about. All right, I've outlined it in black on PowerPoint image, the Mini Muscle Man, and on Creepy Man's head. All right, what does it do? It raises eyebrows and wrinkles your forehead. All right, this is not a muscle, it's a tendon, Galea aponeurotica, and it's going to be a sheet-like tendon that's going to connect your frontalis and your occipitalis. Here we have it on Mini Muscle Man right here, and then we have it on our PowerPoint image right here. Let's see if this works better. Let's see, I'm going to see what I want to point with. I guess that'll work. Okay, orbicularis oculi. Orbicularis oculi, what does it do? It closes the eye and is responsible for blinking. I have it outlined on the PowerPoint image. Well, no, I don't have it outlined because I couldn't get that circle to get done. I guess I could. Nope, can't do a circle. I can do a circle at school, but not here. All right, so PowerPoint image, Creepy Man, and the Mini Muscle Man. We go around, there, and there. Orbicularis oris, another muscle of facial expression. Here we have it on Creepy Man. It's going to be around his mouth. But it is his mouth, actually, around his lips. So, around his lips, here we have around lips on the PowerPoint image, and then around the lips on the Mini Muscle Man. What does it do? It closes the mouth. It's also referred to as the kissing muscle. All right, platysma. You won't find this on the Mini Muscle Man. It was not put on so you could, for the inferior muscles to be exposed. What does it do? It depresses the mandible. If you were to make a facial expression of horror or fright, you would be using this muscle. So make a scared face, like here at the movies, like, all right, so did you feel it in your neck? And right underneath the jaw, that's your platysma. Depresses the mandible. Facial expressions of horror and fright. Zygomaticus. There is a zygomaticus minor and a zygomaticus major. Both are going to raise the lateral corner of the mouth upward. So let's do that. Let's get this little tool. We'll get a pen. Let's get some pink for some lipstick. Okay, so we go. If we were to raise this upward and laterally, all right, what are we doing? We're smiling, right? Okay, we could change that to a big smile. All right. Okay. Next, we have now muscles of mastication. The head and neck muscle. This one is a muscle mastication, and that mastication means chewing. So this is the masseter. The masseter closes your jaw and is involved in chewing your food. Here is our first origin and insertion sites that we need to talk about. Origin is going to be where the muscle originates. Insertion, the bone that it's going to move. So the origin is our zygomatic arch, okay, which you're going to see it connected here. And the insertion is going to be the angle of our mandible. So right here at the bottom of our mandible. So here's our masseter on our mini muscle man. Here's another side view mini muscle man. And here is our PowerPoint image with it outlined. Excuse me. All right, so muscles that move the head and vertebral column. This muscle, the name is sternocleidomastoid, and I have it outlined in black on the PowerPoint image. Here we go, PowerPoint. Okay, the mini muscle man. Another view of mini muscle man. We also need to know the origin insertion sites, but if you take a look at the name, that's going to help you out with the origin insertion sites. So let's break this word up. Sternocleidomastoid. So if we look at sternum, let's find sternum. Here's sternum. Look at that connection point. There's the sterno. There's the clavicle for the cleido. And look at the insertion point. Here's the mastoid process of the temporal bone. What does it do? Simultaneously, it's going to flex your neck. That means both sides are going to be working together. Independently, they're going to rotate your head from side to side. All right, so let's test ourselves. I can type in the words here as we go. So, number one. Okay. Oh, nope, that's not it. Let me put in some text. Number one, let me make this a little bit big, maybe a 22. Okay, so what was this? This is our epicranius, oops, spelling, and it's going to be our frontal belly, or we can call it frontalis, right? Let's go jump over to 9 since we're up here. This is our sheet-like tendon. What was that? Galea aponeurotica. Number 2, we have orbicularis oculi. Number 3 is zygomaticus. That's the tiny one, the minor one. And this one is the larger one, zygomaticus major. Okay. What are we looking at here? Number 5, we have orbicularis. Oops. Okay, hold on a second. Can't do that. All right. What do we have? Orbicularis oris. Okay. Number 6, we have our buccinator, buccinator. And number 7, what happened to my word here? Something crazy going on. I think that was that number 5. Let me get that back to the way it's supposed to be. All right, number 5 is orbicularis oris. Number 7 is the masseter. Number 8. I almost said horror in flight. That's what I'm about to do. Platysma. Number 9. Oh, already got that one. 10. Oh, it's 10. Sternocleidomastoid, right? And number, oh, that's it, even though we could know more. All right, so those are the only ones that you need to know from your exercise sheet. That's where all this information came from, is your exercise sheet from the Muscle Lab with your mini man, your PowerPoints. We also had the creepy man in the back, and then we had the arms and legs also available. All right, so now let's see what their functions are. All right, so what compresses cheek, as in whistling? That was our buccinator, right? Okay, we're going to have raises eyebrows, wrinkles forehead. Raises eyebrows, wrinkles forehead. That was our frontalis. Sheet-like tendon between the frontalis and the occipitalis. That was what? That was our Galea aponeurotica, right? Close his eye, blinking muscle, orbicularis, oculi. Close his mouth, orbicularis oris. Depress his mandible, facial expressions of horror and fright, platysma. So what you can do is you could print, I've sent you the PDF file of this, and you could print these screens that don't have answers and then test yourself, use a pencil, use it over and over, or just put it on your screen. And you could also download a home version of this Promethean active board, and you can do this too. Excuse me, smiling muscle. So what is this? This is our zygomaticus pair, right? And then we have close his jaw, chewing muscle. That's our masseter. And then our sternocleidomastoid. All right. I'm going to use up the whole 15 minutes on this one section. All right, so test yourself. So origin. Oh, and I spelled that wrong too. Let's fix that. Zygomatic arch. So I know sternum and clavicle, insertion, sterno, say sterno, cleidomastoid. I already know my origin. This is my sternocleidomastoid. And then same muscle here. Stop it, Noah. I'm going to take him outside just a second. And then zygomatica arch, which other an angle was this? This is a masseter. I'm having to visualize it in my head. Okay, one moment, please. All right, sorry about that. I had to let my dog out. That was Noah. He is a Yorkshire Terrier. You're probably hearing him a lot through these, so eventually I'll put a picture of him so you'll know who that voice is coming from. Okay, so to end this, I have a couple more minutes. Let's make sure that I've said everything I wanted to say. All right, muscles of facial expression. I want you to know each muscle on that exercise sheet, every origin and insertion point mentioned there, every function that's listed on that exercise sheet. Know them on the PowerPoint images, know them on the Mini Muscle Man, and know them on or what we can know, or what you can see, and maybe you have some better pictures than I do of on that little creepy man too. When we get to legs and arms, there's also that the leg and the arm view, and I have some work with that also. Okay, so let's make sure we have our buccinator. Okay, Mark, can you whistle now? Okay, still not available. All right, so that was our buccinator. We have our frontalis, our tendon that connects our epicranius, our frontalis portion, and our occipitalis, and that's our Galea aponeurotica. We have our orbicularis oculi. We have our orbicularis oris. We have our platysma, our zygomaticus, minor and major. We have our masseter and our sternocleidomastoid. So not too many for our muscles of the head and neck. And that'll be it. Thank you very much.